G'day legends, Blake here with another video. I'm really excited today to be in Adam's fish room. It's all sorts of cool stuff in here, and I think you got an interesting story to tell, so hopefully you enjoy this one, and thanks for having me.
All good, yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah, we'll start with the angels. So yeah, when I was venturing into trying something different, these angels came through at the New South Wales Cichlids Society monthly auction.
Well trained.
Yeah, so I decided to pick them up. So they're smoky blues that you're focusing on now.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, and then that's a Philippine blue.
Yep.
That's the male, and the female is hiding.
She's back there.
Yeah, she's a platinum.
Yeah, awesome.
So yeah, I had some really good success getting these guys to spawn, spawning like every 2-3 weeks pretty much. I was having difficulty getting the fry to survive past the 10-12 day mark though.
Mm-hmm.
I did end up, growing out maybe 80 or 90, 100 or so, and so I've sold most of them off now. I've only got a handful left in another tank.
Yep, I think I could see him down here.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been good hanging on to them, to be honest. I've given quite a few pairs away to friends and people, that have just got fish tanks.
Yep.
I think they're a really good introductory fish. They're so tame, friendly, they're never hiding behind decorations, etc. So they got a lot of personality.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. Plecos compressiceps.
Yep.
And so they're meant to be gold head from Cantalamber.
Okay.
So I picked these up about 2 or 3 months ago from All Fish to You.
Yep.
And they've put on quite a bit of size, surprisingly, since I've had them, which is good. So I've got 5 in here. I did have other fish in with them up until about 3 weeks ago. So they are starting now to claim the shells, which is good.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess just need to wait it out. They're a long-term investment. They still got quite a bit of growing, I think, to do before we're ready to start seeing any spawning activity.
Yeah. And that could mean like probably even a year or so, right?
Yeah, at least, I think.
Yeah.
9 months to 12 months, I think.
Beautiful fish though, good colour.
Yeah, they are. When they when they start interacting with each other, their colour they can put the colour on. So
yeah, I can see a familiar fish over next door. We've got some Cordopunks.
Yeah, I got them in with some gombies, some Malaro gombies.
Right on cue.
Yeah. Yeah, so I won both of these fish in a raffle at the New South Wales Cichlids Society.
Fantastic.
Which was good. So it looks like, those Julies are a pair there on the left, and that's the dominant Counterpunk male and his female in tow. So the Counterpunks have claimed the shell off to the right of the tank, and the Julies seem to have the shell at the rear plus that rock.
Yep.
I have seen what looks to be like some good activity in the last couple of days, so yeah, hopefully soon enough we'll see some fry.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Now up here we've got at least 1 or 2 guppies, at least 1 or 2 endlers. Every fish you have in here is well trained. You must do a lot of work in here.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't like keeping fish that you can't really see.
Yeah.
I do like to spend time in here just sitting and watching, really, like with my morning cup of tea or coffee.
Yeah. These guys are nice too. Are they daffodils?
Yeah, they're daffodils, so they're Neolamprologus pulcher.
Yep.
SP daffodil.
Beautiful trailers.
Yeah, this was a grow out tank, but you can see they've been growing out for quite a while, and I have seen little pocket. Yeah, so there is some fry bouncing around just over here, just to the side of the pot.
What?
Yeah, so the grow out has become a bit of a breeding ground as well.
And are these guys just breeding in the PVC, or in?
No, they're in the terracotta.
In the terracotta pots.
Yeah, I actually had, I used it as a grow out, and once you get daffodils going, they breed like prolifically.
Yeah.
So I had the PVC in here because I had fry of all different sizes in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have sold quite a few off now. So yeah, I just got it in for shelter, really.
Oh, those sponge filters are huge.
Yeah, jumpers. I know, right? Yeah, they're pretty good. Awesome. They're really good for bristlenose tanks, to be honest, because you know what bristlenose is to water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to squeeze those out annually.
Yeah.
Over here, everyone's favourite, we got Maltese.
Yeah. They're the second species of cichlid. I got into tangs because of these guys, so I did a lot of research, and they were the fish that I wanted to first try.
Yep.
But I ended up getting the daffodils because the Maltese never came through the first cichlid auction I went to.
Yep.
Yeah, and I've had these and daffodils since pretty much day dot.
Great call to have them up at eye level.
Yeah, exactly.
I definitely need to do that. I need to move mine up from the ground.
Yeah, once you get a colony that starts going and the tank is just full of fish. It's in my old fish room, that was the tank that non-fish people would sit in front of and watch the most. I think it's just they're really, really good to watch, especially once they got the fry.
Yeah, I'm trying to spot one. I'm sure there's probably some in there somewhere, but
yeah, I only moved them into this tank about 3-4 weeks ago.
Yep.
So yeah, they've settled in nicely.
Awesome.
So,
down below, we got Ornata Pinus.
Ornata Pinus. Yeah.
There's one.
Yeah. So I haven't had these guys that long, maybe 5-6 weeks.
Yep.
And I had them in with the compressor seps. So these guys have only been in here for maybe 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
I had 4. One, unfortunately, I found dry on the floor one morning. So there's 3. 2 of them, when they were in with the comps, looked like they were starting to pair off, which is why I set this tank up and moved them in here.
Yep.
But yeah, they still are sorting themselves out. So, and yeah, I had the lid on the tank, I just didn't have it right up against the front of the tank. So yeah, he managed to get out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a male.
Yeah.
I think the other 2 are female. So these are Hequai. So they were Lepidia lamprologus. I think they may have been reclassified to Nea lamprologus, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's definitely the boss.
That's yeah. So they call them helicopter. Have you ever had these fish before?
No.
They call them helicopters because once they form the pair and have fry, they'll patrol the sand bed like helicopters.
Right.
They'll have their head down a bit and just hover over the sand bed looking after their territory and fry.
Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome.
They are pretty aggressive. So I bred these maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and then I sold my pair. And when they had fry, if you put your hand in the tank, the male and female would both grab onto your finger and shake.
Yeah, yeah.
So they do have, a bit of an attitude. My wife used to call my old pair, call the male a bulldog. Yeah.
He does have that sort of...
Yeah, they get really mean. So these are more daffodils.
Yeah, you got a nice cloud of them going on in here.
Yeah, so I pulled out 4 juveniles, chucked them in here, let them sort themselves out.
Yeah.
And I think now this is their 3rd. They've got 3 generations in there, so every time she spawns, the clutch gets a bit bigger.
Yeah, and looks like the parents are in that cave there, right?
Yeah, I think that's the female in there, and the male usually hides out behind the rocks to the left.
This is one of the coolest things about tanking is that you can leave the parents in.
Exactly. That's why the first fish I got were these. I wanted to observe. It's not really colour that was interesting to me. I wanted to watch and observe behaviour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why these and Maltese were my first.
You got what are these called? Chili endlers or something like that?
Oh, just like the commony red line or black
line?
bar.
Yep.
But yeah, some of them, there is like another colour morph starting to get thrown here. You can see some of them are bluey purple.
Yep.
Which is why I've kind of kept these guys. So I did catch all of them and sell them to try and get rid of them to free up a tank. But then when I got back, there was 4 left in the tank.
Oh.
And then the process has repeated itself. But yeah, now I saw that they started to throw a couple of bluey purple ones, so I've kept them going. Yeah, I might try and pull some and put them into their own tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of really cool species in here as well. Cyprochromis or sardine cichlids.
Yeah, they're Leptosoma utinta.
I think those are the same ones that I had back in the day.
Ah, okay.
I love them. Especially when they get breeding them like that boy right there, you'll get...
Yeah, he's just starting to colour up, isn't he?
You'll get a real nice yellow tail going.
Yeah.
And then Cylindricus is also a species I've always been like one species away from picking up. You know?
This is my second time having them. I did have a group of 4 when I first started to get into fish.
Yep.
I had them for maybe a year, but there was just never any activity, and then that was when I was moving from one garage to the other with my fish, and so I had to shed some fish.
Yep.
And so I sold them, but yeah, I won them again at the raffle, so definitely happy to give them another go.
Yeah, and unique combination, like it's how do you say it, like that they work well together, but they're also fish that you don't just see as commonly as shellies and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Leptosoma stay, you know, to the mid-water and top, and the Cylindricus are more than happy to occupy the bottom. And it's just funny, this combination, they've actually got quite a similar shaped body. So when I've come out here in the morning and turned the light on, I've seen the Cylindricus school with the with the Leptosoma initially.
We got some Lelupi over here.
Yeah, so I'm sure you can guess whose Lelupi they are. Again, another raffle win.
Awesome.
So they were one of the last few tangs left for me to pick from. So, and I mean, I always did intend to get them off Jason anyway, because they are,
they're
spectacular.
Fantastic. Yeah. They're saltwater colour in a freshwater tank, aren't they? Really. And here you got some platies and fry. That's always a good time as well.
Yeah, about 6 months ago, I did have quite a fair few tanks free. And so, yeah, another cousin of mine had some platies out in a pond out the back.
Yeah.
And he was cleaning it up. So yeah, I took a few, and here we are.
Big, beautiful crypts as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not really a plant person, but yeah, I've had those for quite a while, and they stayed healthy, didn't get covered in algae or wither away. So yeah, they work well.
Kicking goals. And there's absolutely heaps of fry in here, like crazy amount. Over here we've got some released Japanese blue endlers.
Japanese blue endlers, yeah.
Yeah, one of my favourites too. I've got a big tank of these guys at home.
Oh, okay.
I love
them. Yeah, picked them up from the club as well in an auction.
There's getting some interesting like colours to these guys as well. Like
yeah.
And...
yeah, again, just something to watch, keep the tank active.
Yeah.
Because I have L397s in here.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, the tank would be a bit boring without the guppies moving around, because these guys...
You can see one's tail just hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I never really got into Plecos or L numbers, because I like fish that come out in the open and you can actually observe.
Yep. They're
so,
Bloody Marys, are they?
Yeah, to be honest, I did buy 6 Bloody Marys.
Yep.
But I don't like culling.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are some in there that are a bit dull.
Yep.
But yeah, I just leave them alone, let them do their own thing.
Yep. And then these are blonde red line endlers or something?
That's right, yeah.
Awesome.
So again,
we have very similar tastes. I have those as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
And again, just give that activity as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So they're a good mix, and I did, I wanted to run on that rack live bearers with catfish.
Yep.
So I don't know what I want to put in there yet. I'm hinting towards maybe getting some L333s. And growing them out in there with them. But yeah, we will see.
You have to win another auction.
Yeah.
Over here we got some blue star endlers.
Yeah, it's the same.
That's got a really nice sort of purple body.
Mm.
Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah, again, picked them up from the club. Won them in a raffle.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there was 3. There was a trio, 1 male and 2 females. So I've just let them sort themselves out. But yeah, you know, I do want to stock that again with another catfish variant.
Yeah.
So
the caves are in there ready for them. Just
yeah, exactly.
just got to pick one off the catalogue.
Pull the trigger.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe get some of those longfin albinos.
Oh, really?
Oh,
well, I can show you about 200 of them over here.
Oh yeah, I just spotted them out of the corner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so in the tank behind you, that's a tang that you don't see. I mean, I wouldn't probably classify them as rare, but they're uncommon. They're Neolamprologus walteri.
Yeah.
They get it doesn't help that I've got them on, you know, white coral sand. If they can get a really nice like black checkered pattern, like right across the body, but I found you got to put them in a darker tank. But yeah, brown body, really nice black checkering, especially when they're in breeding form. So yeah, they're part of, you know, the Brachati complex, which is why they same shape as daffodils. And
yeah, they've definitely got some nice trailers and stuff as well.
Yeah, so that's the male.
Right on cue. Oh, false alarm.
Yeah, nice big blue eyes.
Yeah, fantastic. And then what do we got? Blue Acaras?
Electric blue Acaras.
I did see him just here before.
So did I. Maybe the
there's one at the back.
So my other cousin bred these actually. He has about 6 billion of them and was dying to give some away, and he eventually talked me into it. So yeah, quite nice.
They're underrated, I reckon.
Yeah, they are. And they're very, very, very tame actually.
Oh, good.
You'll see once they get used to the light in a few minutes.
I got one swimming around over here.
Yeah.
Little one.
Yeah. Yeah, quite nice. I have always liked them. I just, you know, never really wanted to make space to get any, but yeah, I had this tank free. My cousin bred some, so.
So in setting up this fish room, how are we doing water changes out here? What's the procedure?
So yeah, I wanted to try and you know, add as much efficiency and automation as I could. So you'll probably notice that I have a bulkhead on the side of each tank. So there's an elbow inside the tank. So as soon as the water reaches a certain height, it'll spill over into the bulkhead. And then, yeah, that will go out the tank and down into a common PVC drain line that I've ran right around the room.
Yep.
And so to fill these tanks up, at the moment I'm using my top row of tanks as water reservoirs. So what I'll do now when I want to do a water change is I'll stick some hoses into here, and then I'll peg them into the top of each tank and then start the siphon. And so as the water level rises, yeah, the water will spill over and out into the drain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's good. Yeah, I can, you know, essentially set, I only use 4mm airline hose to do the water changes. So yeah, you know, I can set it off and it'll slowly do the water change over an hour and a half, 2 hours-ish.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not a sudden water change, which is good. Just do
you find yourself like leaving the room then because it's taken a while and then
No, to be honest, yeah, if I know I'm going to come in and watch the fish for an hour or two, yeah, I'll start the siphons off. And yeah, it's good. You know, it's not something that I have to be conscious of once I've started. Like, you know, before I had this set up, you know, I was overfilling tanks all the time and forgetting hoses left, right, and center. So it's good. Yeah, it's kind of a set and forget. And then, yeah, once, you know, I've done my water changes, I then just have to go around with the hose and top all the tanks back up again.
Yeah. Oh, the top ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. And then it just drains out into the floor in there.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Perfect. Yeah. That's what I need, a floor drain. Cause So there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this fish room tour. I'm really impressed with what you're able to pull off in the space, and it's built out really, really beautifully. So commend you for that. Thanks for having me. If you like the video, it always helps me out to smash like, hit subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.